very nice to have you along with us today. We're going to remind you that small business is business, and your business is our business. You've been nominated for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge
What?
at
Yes.
37,000 feet.
Ooh, burr.
Well, it's not exactly the way it sounds. Maybe you didn't read the news yet overnight. There was a flight going in because a gentleman decided to employ something called the knee blocker. It's a device that, when you drop down your tray table, prevents anybody from cleaning the seat in front of you, and therefore he can work on his laptop computer.
You make stuff like that?
They do and others. It's not really legal in, well, legal is the wrong term. It's prohibited by most airlines per the FAA's regulation that says the airline can choose. And on United, as this flight was, it is a prohibited behavior and device.
Oh, so nay, you cannot block the person from reclining.
So
Oh,
the
okay.
attendant, while inside serve, must remove this prohibited device. To
I don't
which,
remember ever seeing it as a prohibited unit.
no, whether you saw it or not, it is.
Okay.
Uh, no, assistant chair, just give me.
Read it on the internet.
No, I didn't read it on the internet. I saw it on the news, listened to it.
Did Matt Lauer talk about it?
Didn't see Matt Bauer today.
Oh, maybe he wrote tomorrow.
Settle down, Matt. Are you ready?
Oh, yes, sorry, yes. Prohibited knee blocker
The
thing.
attendant said, get rid of knee blocker. It's prohibited. He said,
Ooh.
she said, sir, you must remove knee blocker. It is preventing the woman in front of you from reclining her chair.
Was that it?
He said, no.
Did it start out as a complaint? The woman wanted to recline, or he?
Regardless of how it started out, we don't
Right.
know.
Oh, here's the next.
He said, no.
Okay, no, I will not. I'm working here.
At which point, the lady in the chair in front of him turned around and Ice Bucket challenged him with her glass of water.
Did
She did.
she threw a glass of ice water on him?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Then the
Wow.
captain had to take the plane down into Chicago.
We have a brawl. We have a situation.
Very well could erupt into something
Sure.
horrible.
Who does that? Who turns around? I mean, I've always wanted to splash it to a cocktail in his face,
Really?
but because out of
Where?
well, but a stranger who just won't let me try my seat.
Right.
Now you are tall. You
I
deal
am.
with the knee thing,
Right.
and so apparently
get
this
that
is
knee
a
blocker.
real issue. Okay, so all right. Eyes all wet. He's soaking wet. They have to divert the plane. Well, okay, so I mean, really, doesn't this whole story just magnify what's really going on? You see this every single day, all over the street, in tons of stories. My needs versus your needs. My entitlement versus your entitlement. You offending me versus I'm offending you, and everybody's wrong. Everybody's
How
wrong.
can everybody be
We're
wrong?
all wrong because it's out of hand. It's madness, I tell you.
Madness?
Yes, because here's where it has crossed the line. I mean, poor guy on the airplane, and she couldn't take her nap, and he couldn't work, and and there has to be an element where we all have to just kind of put down our arms and say, how do we make this work?
Yeah.
Can I work for about an hour and get some work done, and then you can take your nap? Can we compromise? Can we work together?
Can't we all just get along?
Well, we can't, apparently.
No.
We're all mad at each other, and my needs are more important than your needs. My entitlement more important than
Goes
your
without
entitlement.
saying.
In Vermont, and this is why it's gotten out of hand.
All right.
Because a restaurant was forced to take down their sign talking about how great their bacon is.
Oh, wait.
Bacon
No,
is now...
We've got great bacon. You have to take that sign down?
They had to take it down because it was offensive to the Muslims in the area, and they were being accosted, they were being threatened.
Accosted?
Because
the restaurant was being
the
accosted.
restaurant, yep, because they offer good bacon.
You know, we were talking about this
Bacon.
on the way
Now,
in.
bacon is the word. I mean, you're messing with bacon.
Happy holidays, you know, and
Bacon.
all of that. Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
so, I mean, we are all so sensitive, and,
You know
I
what
mean,
you
it
can do
is
with your PC?
outrageous.
You know what you can do with your
And whose
PC?
PC is more important. And when you're taking, okay, it's, you get it, if I'm being hurt and all of that, but
Being
really we're now just at the place of
Being
calling
pissy.
I'm offended. It's like the new thing, and if I'm offended, then you have to change your behaviors because you're offending me. Well, what about my offense? And whose offense is everybody's wrong?
They cross the line if they're offended by bacon.
Well, that's where, this whole thing has gotten completely out of hand. Ice water on airplanes, you can't put your seat back, you can't take your kids to certain restaurants, I can't say Merry Christmas, and bacon.
And bacon.
Bacon, innocent bacon, which is like the perfect, I don't care what diet you're on, gotta love bacon.
You gotta love bacon. Well, that's the thing. They do love bacon, but it's going to send them to hell. Hey, this hour of the Experience Pros Radio Show has been brought to you by SG Associates, sg-associates.com. If you're looking for the fantastic experience that we know at the Experience Pros Radio Show in merchant services, you need to know Bruce Spiegel. Bruce Spiegel can be reached at 303-324-4430.
I love using their merchant services.
They have saved us hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single month.
Yeah, I was kind of a merchant service junkie for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yep. Hey, when we come back, more positive business talk. You are listening to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella's studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella's studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara. And all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella's studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Back to school is just like back to work. Families relocate, businesses open new offices, and you need to order new phone lines, equipment, and internet connections. Hi, this is Eric, encouraging you to do what we did. Call Lori White and Lorianne Communications and let her do it all for you. From phone lines to cable installation, Lori is your phone gal. She's always ready to serve your back-to-work needs. Call Lori today, 303-419-3415. That's 303-419-3415, or online at loriancom.com. That's LORIANCOMM.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Camp Experience is the place to develop new friendships, connect with like-minded women, and build alliances that will help get you to where you want to be, personally and professionally. This September retreat, held at Cheyenne Mountain Resort, has the feeling of a relaxed corporate women's retreat, bringing together community volunteers and civic leaders, women entrepreneurs, business leaders, and moms. Register today at campexperience.com.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark, today at noon on KLZ 560. The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. You know me, I like to run right on the razor's edge of the rules. Apparently there are some rules even I can't break.
Well, we're going to talk about some rules around money, most particularly the emotional connection that comes along when we make decisions. Have you ever been offended? Have you ever gotten all caught up emotionally over a financial transaction?
Yeah, you didn't like my bacon.
Or somebody offers you something lower than you were expecting, or even if it was higher. I mean, we're so emotional when it comes to money. Well, there's a law of money that rule number 12 is you will always make the wrong decision when you are angry or emotional over money. Well, 40 rules. We won't get through all of them, but we'll get through quite a few with Wayne Wakefield, CEO, entrepreneur, with Nevada Business Corporation. Includes a wide variety of financial services for business and has for over 30 years. Wayne, tell us the rules. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's an honor speaking to both of you.
Well, it's very nice to have you on the show, Wayne. Really, 40 rules that are unbreakable? I really thought there were only 39.
There are actually 40 laws that I have learned in the last 30 years that if you do not follow them and or break them, you will fail in money or and especially in business.
Oh, all right. Well, let's talk about a couple of them that are just key, especially for business owners today, that you see being broken pretty regularly, probably.
Well, the one that we were talking about is law number 12. It's a critical law that you have to be very careful of not breaking. Is you will always make the wrong decisions when you're angry or emotional. Now, I'm not talking about if somebody pulls out in front of you in the car, not that kind of anger. What I'm talking about is there's a lot of people, as we know, in the last few years lost their homes, lost their job because of downsizing. Maybe they're making half what they made before, or their credit rating has been destroyed. When people start feeling trapped, they get angry and emotional, and that is the last thing you should be doing, is making strategic or life-changing financial decisions at that time.
And yet we're kind of forced to, though, Wayne. I mean, if we're dealing with all of this, I mean, it's one thing to say, okay, we know better than to go grocery shopping when we're hungry, right? Because we're going to make all sorts of bad decisions.
Well, but can't you go into like your boss and sit there and say, by golly, I work hard, now you need to pay me some more?
Well, we all know how well that goes over. So, but one of the challenges that I've run into, especially with my company, because we create companies for people not only domestically but all over the world, is people when they feel trapped, they start making decisions like divorce or filing bankruptcy or getting into get-rich-quick schemes or gamble, go into depression, that type of thing. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. The reason why I wrote the book is because it sets the foundation of taking everything you've learned about money and turning it totally around and giving you the actual tools that you need to begin to start moving out of that. What good is making you feel warm and fuzzy in a book, but you close the book and you're still in the same financial disaster you were when you started reading it? My book is different. It actually makes you move and actually gives you the tools to change.
Which is awesome. The book is 40 Unbreakable Laws of Money by Wayne Wakefield. 40 Unbreakable Laws of Money, online at 40-laws.com. Okay, well, let's talk about another unbreakable law, Wayne.
Okay.
Which one do you want to talk about?
Okay. Well, since we're on the subject, that actually bridges with three other laws. The the law number 6 is fear and discouragement will always kill a dream. And but one of the things that and we all know that, but law 23 is never fall in love with what you buy. This is a critical law, and you both mentioned it at the beginning of the interview here, that one of the biggest challenges you can do is go buy a house and fall in love with it. We know the ladies are the last word on buying a home, and it better have a nice kitchen, and it better have a big closet that you could live in. But us men are the last word generally on buying cars. You know, we like to go out and pet the cars and have it hug us, and we wipe it off, you know, in the garage every night. But the thing is, you get caught up and you're emotional on the positive side where you have positive emotions. If you fall in love with something, you will always, now this is not a law, but it's always a rule. The more you love something, the more you're willing to pay for it.
Yeah, wait, I was going to say, okay, so let me jump in here.
I'm getting ready to go to handbag Mecca later.
Right. And Wayne, to be honest with you, I mean, I'm following you. Never fall in love with, what did you say, with what you buy?
Yeah, never. It's the law number 23. Never fall in love with what you buy, or you can even add, or what you own.
Right, but what if you fall in love with the woman who buys all that stuff? I mean, she's expensive. You know she is.
Well, that comes back to making the proper decision.
That's law number 17.
Yeah. That's law number 41. Didn't have room for it in the book.
The area here.
All right, so Wayne, let's get back on track here. Talk about what you discuss being rich in character and how it plays in with being rich financially.
Well, it's law number 1. It's actually the basis. Law number 1 is the poor can't help the poor. And, you know, you think of a homeless person. Well, obviously, if you're poor financially, you can't help someone. But what if you're poor in character, poor in love, poor in mercy? All these things are character issues that you need in business. And if you're willing to walk over somebody just to make a buck, you are truly going to pay for it in the end. You will not be successful, and the things that you have and the people that you're around, you will lose those people, and you will lose money like sand going through your fingers. So you have to have top character, and you have to have, in fact, one of my laws, it says buy below wholesale, sell above wholesale. That means give the opportunity when you buy and you sell something, give the opportunity, give the deal to the person buying it from you. Pass it on.
You know, it is, you know, money is a big part of our daily activities, and when we can get a grip on it and not have our emotionals consume us in making those decisions, we are far better off. Better to learn that lesson as soon as possible, so learn it today by picking up your copy of 40 Laws of Money. Wayne, give some details for how our listeners can pick up a copy of your book.
Well, you can go to my website, 40laws.com, and you can log in there and purchase the book from our fulfillment center. It is a best-selling book. It is being sold currently in 9 countries. Wow. It's an Amazon bestseller, and it is coming out in hardcover and paperback all through the nation, in the bookstores, Barnes & Noble, all the rest of the stores, September 1st. So that's only a few days away. And I'd also like to mention that when you go to my website, again, 40laws.com, go click on Who Told You. There's a button there that says Who Told You. And I talk about who told you had to qualify for car loans, who told you that you had to qualify for a home loan. When your FICO score's been shot, you do not need to qualify. I have bought tens of millions of dollars in real estate over the last 20 years, and not once have I ever qualified for a loan. Those are the secrets of the free enterprise system, and those are the secrets that I'm talking about. I need to get the message out. My message is different.
Well, Wayne, thank you for getting that message out. Who told you? Click on that button at the 40laws.com. We're up against a satellite break, so we have to go. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thanks so much, Eric, and thank you, Angel. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more positive business talk on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
You've done it yourself. You've put in a few keywords to search for something, and what comes up is nothing like what you're looking for. Thousands of responses, but nothing close to what you need. You try again, frustrated. You finally find it buried deep within the walls of the internet. Don't do that to your potential customers. Make it easy. Make it Colorado SEO easy. Colorado SEO optimizes your keywords so customers can find you quickly. Optimize your website by contacting Colorado SEO. Search engine optimization the way you hoped it would be. ColoradoSEO.com. That's ColoradoSEO.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric. And Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Braggin Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune into the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Bob Duco, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
I love Peter Gabriel. Thanks, Charlie. We appreciate that. Hey, it's time for Business Tips and Insights. Your health tip brought to you always at this time of the week by Gunther Mueller over at BioTE Medical, BioTEmedical.com.
Hi, Gunther.
Good morning, Angel and Eric. How are we feeling this morning?
Optimal.
Pretty optimal. Yeah. We're rocking and rolling. How about you?
I'm feeling optimal as well. Eric, I don't know about you yet. I don't know if you got your blood work done yet.
That's on my to-do list, Gunther.
Just a health tip. Want to bring you to you again today is, the number one killer of both men and women in the United States is heart disease. Okay, and in the last 30, 40 years, we haven't done much to reduce the incidence of heart disease in our culture. We've got a medical culture that was really good at saving your life, like when you have a heart attack or you have some kind of massive event that you need life-saving, drugs and surgical procedures and things like that. But we're not doing a lot to really prevent the incidence of heart disease and cardiovascular disease and things like that in our culture. So again, BioTE Medical, we're in the hormone optimization business, and really trying to educate your listeners on how important it is to get our lab work done. There are more testosterone receptors in the heart tissue than any other organ in the body. Testosterone is a vasodilator. It brings nutrition to the heart muscle. It's the one muscle in your body that never, ever gets a break. It pumps 24 hours a day for your entire life.
Yeah.
And we run into serious trouble when it stops or there's a clog in the valvular system and things like that, right?
Sure.
So maintaining our heart health is one of the best things that we can do to do what? To age healthier, to live happier, and really, helping your listeners understand how important it is to do something proactively about these things, and then not just get a surprise when you go to the doctor at some point in the future and say, oh my gosh, we have to do this or we have to do that. And then you're talking about expensive surgeries, you're talking about, potentially being out of work and really missing some of the fun things that you could be doing in your life. And all along, through several decades of our life, we could be optimizing our hormone balance, optimizing our nutritional intake, and really doing something to protect the heart.
Connect the dots for me, Gunther. Where does optimizing our hormonal balance help the heart in maintaining that heart health? Because when you say maintain your heart health, I think jump on a treadmill or go out and run a couple of blocks.
Stop eating bacon.
No, not that. I never think that.
Oh.
But
we've been told a lot of myths in our life for the last 40 years. We've been told to eat a low-salt diet because that causes high blood pressure.
Right.
Now, that's true if you're eating the cheap table salt, but if you eat good quality, high-quality sea salt, that's really good for the body. We've been told for 40 years to eat a low-fat diet, and we've replaced that with what? High-sugar stuff, okay? Because if you don't put sugar in it, it won't taste very good if it's low-fat. And, there's never been a study that really links a high-fat diet to heart disease. This is just some of the myths that are being perpetuated in our medical culture to sell, very expensive patented drugs. And as you guys know, what we do at BioTE Medical is not patentable. It's been around since 1939, and it all starts with a very simple blood test to figure out where our baseline levels are, and then seeing a certified BioTE practitioner who's been trained and to really look at your blood work in a different way. Let's check and see where the thyroid levels really are and the symptoms that are associated with that. Let's check the testosterone deficiency symptoms and see where you're at. And estrogen and vitamin D3, which is technically a hormone, and vitamin B12. All of these things need to be in optimal balance. And that's really where the key to health lies.
It is, and I think it's really easy to get on the trends and see, okay, this is what they're talking about today, but we all saw the butter ended up on the cover of Time magazine. We rather than kind of follow the fad and the trend of what we think might be hot today, go back and do the research and see the history behind it. And this is where the education behind BioTE Medical really comes through. You're hearing a lot about hormone replacement therapy now, but it really isn't a fad. And it isn't something new, and it is a really easy way to make sure that you optimize the way that you're growing old.
But you have to make sure that you get the proper human-identical, bio-identical substance, which BioTE Medical, and we're talking BioTE Medical.com, can provide, rather than the synthetic hormones that are out there in the news. Gunther, a last word?
Yeah, well, that's an awesome point there, Eric. Really, that is the key thing. There's a huge difference between taking synthetic hormone and taking what we call bioidentical hormone. What we mean by bioidentical is the exact same molecular structure that the human body has been trying to produce all of your life. That's what should be in your hormone replacement therapy. So all the negative side effects, bad things that you've ever heard about hormone replacement therapy, they're all tied to synthetic hormones. So, again, lots of information at BioTEmedical.com. We've got another great website called BHRTvideos.com. Lots of information out there. And then if anybody wants to reach me personally, my direct line is 303-598-1609, 303-598-1609.
Absolutely. I talk to people all the time, Gunther, that have done some research into a BioTE medical, and it just makes sense. They're feeling tired. They're feeling those symptoms, and their doctor does want to put them on a prescription. They end up finding out that their hormone levels need to be optimized. So appreciate you. The number for Gunther, 303-598-1609. The website, BioTE Medical, BioTE Medical.com. And the website for the videos again, Gunther?
It's BHRTvideos.com.
Fantastic. Gunther Mueller, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
All right. Have a great day.
You betcha. You know, and it's so important to live that optimal
Do you
life.
see clearly now?
I see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Optical.
Right.
Optimal.
Yeah.
It's a tough word.
I think we should go to a commercial break, and when we come back, more positive business talk and possibly a conversation about the real estate market coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioTE Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to BioTEMedical.com. That's BIOTE Medical.com. BioTE, the right choice, the safe choice.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Gain your own insight into the leading cause of divorce, money. Pick up your copy of Couples Money at couplesmoney.com and discover you're not alone in your financial struggles. Couples Money is written by a married couple in the financial industry, Chris and Marlo Felton. They share their personal story of financial transformation and insights they've gained from working with thousands of couples. Couples Money, what every couple should know about money and relationships, is available at Amazon or at couplesmoney.com. Get on the same page with your spouse with easy-to-follow concepts and action steps proven to work. Couples Money at couplesmoney.com.
John Rush, today at 2 on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Man, we are having a good time here in the studio, and I'm missing my friend Marty Reiswig, who sometimes comes into the studio.
We always love it when we have our guests come in to the studio because there's such energy of having them here with us.
Right.
But thank goodness with technology that when we can't have them in the studio, we can have them on the phone.
Right.
Marty Reiswig, you know him from Good Fit Homes, super fun, super expert in the real estate market. When he only had 3 years experience, he was actually one of the top Denver selling agents in his first 3 years.
And now he's got more.
I know. He's a rock star. Marty, welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys. I got your message loud and clear. Next time I'll come in.
Right. Well, Marty, you and I are going to hang out on Thursday afternoon anyway, so it's all good. We'll figure a way around this. What's going on in the real estate market today?
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on as always, and I've got some statistics and some stories for you today. The first thing is, values continue to be increased. Comparing this month versus a year ago, values are up 5.5%. So even if you've only owned your home 1 year, you can at least sell it and break even with real estate costs and everything else involved at 5.5%. So that's good.
Yeah, because usually you have to hold on to it for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And so a year ago, there were 16,500 homes on the market, and right now there are only 11,000 homes. That's 33% less inventory, which is driving prices up and creating bidding wars.
Oh.
I like bidding wars.
I don't know. That you hear about those. Is that really a good thing?
It's a good thing in this recovery stage. Folks are worried that this is a bubble. It's not really a bubble as much as just a quick recovery. And then here pretty soon you're going to start seeing prices slow down. I don't think they're going to go back down, but they're going to slow down on the increase here pretty soon. But basically what has happened is people, a lot of buyers, especially first-time home buyers, and folks in general have not done anything in real estate for about 7 years. And there's a ton now that it's a good time to do something in real estate. Now there's just a huge glut of buyers out there. And so the same number of homes, actually a larger number of homes, have actually been sold this summer than before. It's just that as soon as they go on the market, they're bought up by this huge ocean of buyers that are out there right now.
All right, so Marty, let's say we, there's a bunch of buyers vying for that one home. How do we come out on top in a bidding war? Do we just sit back and that's all our real estate agent who just knows what we want, and you kind of go to war for us? Or as the buyer, are there things that we need to do in case we get into a bidding war?
Yeah, you need to put yourself in a good position. The first thing you got to do is meet with your lender. Make sure that you are not just pre-qualified, but fully pre-approved. That means you've turned in a lot of documentation for your loan pre-approval. So if you've met with a lender for 5 seconds and they said you're approved for $1 million house, that's not true. You're just pre-qualified. They haven't actually pulled your credit, pulled your employment verification, pulled your W-2s, seen all the documentation. So make sure to get fully pre-approved. That's one thing. The second thing is to have a lot of cash in your pocket. If there's any way that you can save up for a number of months, or get rid of that old car and don't replace it, or sell the car that you're making payments on and just start making those payments back to yourself for a while. If you can have some cash in your pocket, then guess what? When it comes time to make your offer, maybe your offer is the same as somebody else's. You've got a larger down payment, or you've got a larger earnest money check. The earnest money comes back to you at the closing table anyway in the form of your down payment. So it really is just a great way to show off that you've got some cash. So save up that money, get your credit score up, and then, make sure that you're with a really great realtor who knows the tricks that I can't give you over the radio to make sure that your offer looks really, really good. You can do a number of things that make you look good financially, as well as emotionally, because a lot of sellers that have owned the home, they care who buys that house from them.
And it really is key, Marty, the person that you hire to handle this deal for you, your real estate broker, because if they are not, if they don't have I don't know, a lot of the skills, the background, the tools, the resources, you could end up losing that deal, not even if you had a good offer, but because that person just couldn't handle the transaction and handle the deal in some manner. And what a bummer.
Absolutely.
To know that it didn't happen, or it drug on, or that the real estate agent you hired was kind of the cog in the wheel, so to speak. So, Marty, let's give your contact information here, kind of midway through your interview, of how people can get in touch with you.
Sure, no problem. You can reach me on my personal cell phone at 720-891-9000. Or if it's easier to remember, just punch in ** good fit.
Star
good fit.
Star good fit. And now, Marty, I got a question for you, because I went shopping around, not on my behalf. I went with a friend, and I've heard that certain neighborhoods are up by 13% year after year. Is that true?
Yeah, there are certain pockets, Eric, where property values had plummeted farther than average, right? So,
right.
And there are also parts of Denver that have become, even just in the last couple of years, have become extremely popular.
This is what I'm talking about. The 5 points, the what do they call it? High, low, or whatever.
The Highlands and high, low, yeah. And well, it's actually low, high, and
that's what I meant.
There's some very interesting pockets of Denver that have become so attractive. The higher dollar folks are going in and buying small houses, and they're either fixing them up or they're actually completely scraping them and building gorgeous homes on the same property. So, if you happen to be in one of those pockets and you've decided it's time to cash out, boy, there's never been a better time for you, because there's special demand for those kinds of properties for sure.
Absolutely.
And getting loans these days, there's some really fun things I know that are happening in the market as well, to make it just a really great time to get involved in real estate. If you've been waiting for a sign, Marty, can I hold up a sign?
Absolutely. Can I tell you guys a quick story?
Please.
So this weekend I helped an elderly gal sell her home, and we put the home on the market on Thursday. I held the property and all offers for 4 days so that we made sure that the general public all got a chance to see the house. And on Monday, when I sat down with her, I was able to share that we had 54 showings over the weekend and had 24 offers to review with her.
Holy cow.
Of course, we ended up selling that house for about $40,000 over, and we were able to even get the buyer to waive their right to an appraisal. In other words, they're willing to pay the full price regardless of what it appraises for.
$40,000 over, and they waived the appraisal value?
Right, exactly. Now, here's the kicker. We did not get that offer until Sunday. So, in my door knocking around the neighborhood a little bit, I ended up chatting with a guy who just sold his house, and he was really excited. And I said, well, that's fantastic. How did it go? And he said, well, I sold it in 4 hours. It was awesome.
Oh, he would have missed the 40 grand and the waiving of the fee.
You got it. So can you sell your house fast? Absolutely. But the question is, did you leave 20, 30, 40 grand on the table? Did you get the strongest buyer at the highest price?
Marty Reiswig, so, we need to know your phone number again.
Yes, sir, 720-891-9000. And like I've said before, don't trust Zillow. If you get on Zillow and it says your house is worth something, that estimate is about 3 to 6 months behind, and you probably actually have a higher valued home than Zillow says. So please give me a call today. I'll do a free analysis for you. No pressure. I don't care if you don't want to sell your house right now. Just let me know your address, and I'll be happy to send you over a report.
And he's super fun. He's got a great team. The whole team over at Good Fit Homes is super fun to work with. Very professional. You're going to love it. And great story, Marty. We always say that, people forget facts and figures, but they remember those stories. Those stories are sticky. And so if that's your situation and you're thinking, woohoo, I sold it and I could sell it in a couple of hours, well, make sure that you connect with Marty Reiswig and his team at Good Fit Homes. The phone number again, Marty?
720-891-9000.
Or * good fit. Get on it right now. Call Marty and get your $40,000 or whatever he can get you at Good Fit Homes.
Well,
Marty, thanks for the call.
You're not going to get it if you don't call.
That's for sure.
That's right.
We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so much, Eric and Angel. I love you guys.
All right, back at you, folks. And we love you for listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Please don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up next on the Experience Pros Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Are you one of the lucky ones that's ambushed in the middle of the night by gout? Well, you're not alone. Millions of people struggle with gout these days, but there's one person who can help. Former gout sufferer and certified nutritionist Bert Middleton, the Gout Killer, is here to help. Get Bert's free weekly newsletter and free yourself from the evil clutches of gout forever. Search for Bert, B-E-R-T, on the Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com and get on with getting gout free. Get the gout out.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years' experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Grassroots Radio Colorado with Chris Cook this afternoon at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. You know, I'm sitting here just bebopping away to the music that Charlie puts on. Look over at Angel's computer, and she's got Steve Martin doing King Tut.
How'd you get so funky?
I love it. Hey, have you ever wondered what your employees really think?
Oh. Well, like didn't
until now.
Because now.
Well,
what do you mean? What do they really think?
New survey offers some surprising insight into what goes on in your employees' minds and why they think they'd make a better boss than you.
Well, you know what? They probably would. There's probably no doubt about that.
Well.
On some days, you know, and I think a lot of times as business owners, when you think about starting a business and then turning it into a company where you do have staff, you don't think about one day I'm going to be the boss of the people.
Right.
You think I'm running a business and there's going to be, you know, a product and here's my marketing and here's my services and here's my business plan and there's all these pieces. Oh, and then I have to be the boss. So, yeah, they probably would make a better boss.
Well, yeah.
And they know it.
Well, they certainly think it, at least from time to time, according to Minda Zetlin at Inc.com. Number one, she says, admit it, the one result isn't so surprising. Every job, especially running a company, looks easier from the outside than it is on the inside.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed. I agree.
Right?
And I'm on the inside.
85% of the survey respondents believe that they were able or more capable than their bosses of accomplishing the job.
Well, you think about it, and it's true. Anything. You see what other people are doing.
Yeah.
There are times where you hear about people who, you know, do work for somebody and they want to be their own boss. And I think, really, why? You know, somebody else makes all the hard decisions. Somebody else is working late into the night. I mean, you just kind of get to show up in the hours that are kind of predetermined for you. You get to take the vacation, and your position is covered. I mean, there's like, really, sorry.
Well, you know, and it's interesting because I think to myself, well, you know, we just take any business. The boss tends to be the one who authorizes and then writes the checks, right?
And every decision.
Those checks can be huge. And I wonder, do the employees really think that they could scroll out those checks as efficiently or effectively as the people who are skilled at doing that, or at least well versed at doing that?
I remember one year looking at some of the checks we wrote out thinking I could have paid off my house.
Oh, in the first quarter.
Yeah.
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 Something like that. All right, here's the next thing. Your employees probably think you should offer more training.
I know, and we should. Because we should always be learning. We should always be in learning mode. But, you know, when are you going to put that in there? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We should. And I think that if, you know, but I do also think there's an element of, and this is employee versus entrepreneur mentality, right? Employees are like, train me, train me, train me. Entrepreneurs are like, we're getting it done. You know, and we're moving and we're figuring it out, and we just, you know, we kind of understand that we might kind of stumble as we figure it out. But
we're a training company, experienced pros.
No, and I truly believe in training.
We do, and yet, you know, there's a certain point where you say, okay, you've been trained, now you got to go and get the job done, and so there's got to be a balance in that.
Well, we can get so hung up in training and information and data gathering, you just got to go and get the job done. Some things you can't learn in a classroom or in a training. There are a lot of things in business that the only way you're going to learn it
is
get yourself out there into it.
Yep. Number 3, your employees probably think you should hire better people. Now, think about that for just a minute.
I hired you.
Right? So give it some thought here. You know, 35% of the responders said.
Yeah, because I'm fine, but you should hire those others, maybe not.
Yeah. Get more people like moi.
Sure.
Okay.
Don't you do that? Could you imagine more of me kind of people in the office? I don't think so.
No.
One of you is enough.
Plenty. Number 4. They think that you should offer more flexibility. You know, I'd like to work from home in my bunny slippers from time to time. Give me a 2-hour lunch window. Just kind of lay off. Ease up.
Yeah, nice for you. 2-hour lunches.
We got to get the job done.
Show up and get to work. You know what we do? We get to work half days, right? I mean, that's the schedule. You get 2 full days off.
You want to
every
talk
week.
about half days? Let's go half days, 9 to 9. Let's see your employee commitment there. And by the way, folks, we're being facetious here. We're not. I know that our employees are actually listening to the broadcast.
This isn't
this
about
is not
you.
about you.
No, this isn't about you.
But if the shoe fits.
No. This is not about you. And Eric, this isn't about you either.
It usually is, but I'm the one doing the leading of the talking on these points. Are you shopping?
No.
You're shopping.
No, I'm scrolling the internet for content for the radio show. I'm working.
That's a beautiful handbag on
Working.
the research that you're doing
It
there.
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5, they want you to foster teamwork. Now, I got a bug about this one. All right.
What? How can you have a bug about teamwork?
All right, so here let's talk about how I can have a bug about teamwork because you heard the old "there's no I in team" or any of that, right?
I saw that graphic. It's right there in the middle of the A.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
But think about this for just a minute. The buck has to stop somewhere. I am a proponent of teamwork, but I am also a proponent of a hierarchical structure of leadership. And what that means is, at one point or another, you are responsible only so far. There comes the point to the top of the pyramid where the employer, the owner of the business, is the ultimate decision maker. And because it is their money on the line and their business, company, brand, reputation, call it what you will, I believe there has to be a point where the buck says, this is it, I'm stopping here. And that is not necessarily a team sport. What you got to say about that?
And there you said it.
You just leave me hanging.
And there you said it. Well, okay, I don't think that the element of teamwork has to be removed just because there is a hierarchy of leadership and there is somebody that ultimately does make a decision.
I worked in an organization where the element of of hierarchy had to be removed, in the essence saying that we all had to take a consensus about every decision ever being made.
Yeah, no.
And that is the fastest way to slow a company down.
That's true. And this is why we do hire managers, because you've got somebody who's guiding and leading and encouraging the team, and together we all do our part, and everybody is necessary to get the job done. And I think that's where the teamwork element comes to play. But there is, in a company, in a corporation, a decision has to be made. There has to be a final, this is who we go to, and that creates that action for that decision.
Absolutely.
Because we're all going around, well, what do you want to do? Well, I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you think this is a good idea? Well, I don't know. This is a good idea.
The team starts a mutiny and it's over. The effectiveness of the company and the brand are done. Finally, they say they wish they had more opportunity. I agree with that. I think that every employee needs to be afforded the highest amount of opportunity for advancement. I agree with training. I agree with further education. And the company owner should support and pay for education along the way. Not all of it necessarily, because you got to have skin in the game. But I believe that support and education is a good thing, ongoing. Give a chance to go beyond clerk, right?
Well, I think when you've got potential, you're part of something bigger. We all want to be a part of something bigger. My daughter, she was telling me yesterday, she says, I feel important.
You feel important.
And now I'm done talking.
I love that. All right. We have to take a quick commercial break,
yes.
But when we come back, more positive business talk show coming up next on the Experience Pros radio show. I give Angel silent signals, and now she's broadcasting.
They are loud. They're loud.
Only to you. But now they're broadcast to everybody. She's going to throw out a commercial as she strikes a pose, Madonna-esque style. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
The Dennis Miller Show, tonight at 10 on KLZ 560.
Field Guide to the Gross Emitter. A gross emitter is a car that spews out offensive, nauseating exhaust smoke at a high rate, also known as a junker, rattle trap, rust bucket, heap. A single gross emitter can pollute 100 times more than a new car. Why go through all the inconvenience of selling or trading in your gross emitter? After all, that old car will just continue to grossly emit. It's so much easier for you to simply donate your polluting clunker to the nonprofit Clear the Air Foundation. Your unpleasant, odoriferous hunk of junk will be crushed and recycled, so its acrid exhaust will never again darken our skies or our lungs. That way, we can all breathe a bit easier. To learn how to make gross emitters an endangered species, visit cleartheairfoundation.org. You may qualify for a tax deduction as well. That's cleartheairfoundation.org, an initiative of the Colorado Automobile Dealers Association, aired in cooperation with the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
Freedom, liberty, truth. KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at KLZ560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster.
ISIS is attacking U.S. vital interests in the region and destabilizing the Middle East, and is also a threat to the security of the American people.
The president authorizing drones to fly over Syria to conduct surveillance. The next step could be airstrikes against ISIS terrorists. Retired Army General Jack Keane on Fox News saying this is where we need to strike.
If we take ISIS down in Syria, take away their support infrastructure, this is their supply bases, their troop staging areas, their command and control facilities, their training areas for the foreign fighters that are streaming into it. All of that is there. This is their major sanctuary.
Hamas is reporting a long-term ceasefire has been reached between the terrorist group and Israel in Cairo. Israeli diplomatic sources saying Israel hasn't responded to Egypt's ceasefire proposal. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
I'm Lex Friedman. I run my own business, so I know from experience, hiring new employees can be tough. Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites, and now you can. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 50-plus job sites, including Craigslist, LinkedIn, and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 200,000 businesses. And right now, our listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. One more time, to try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. And during the commercial break, we had to go over some hand signals that we learn to communicate with each other while the show is going, so that we stay on time. And Charlie gets the commercials and the station ID and all of that going over.
Apparently, Eric wants the signal to be private.
I do. So if you're watching the news,
He wants there to be video, but he wants this to be private.
It is private. It's a hand signal.
It's a hand signal that says we go to commercial break. Why does it have to be private?
I can't wait till people go back and look at the first 5 minutes of this hour.
And go,
Say, okay.
Oh,
would you like me
look,
to see that? That's time for commercial break.
It's a letter C.
Right. But I don't do it here. I do it down here so that nobody can see it.
Including
me. And that's talking to. It is right next to the screen. You cannot miss it.
I saw the C. I saw the commercial.
Apparently you didn't see the 5, which looks like this, but you don't want to see this on the video. The 5 says we got 5 seconds.
No, but the 5 isn't a 5. This is a 5. 5 is held up high. Give me 5. 5 is held up high.
If I did this, you wouldn't be able to see it.
If you do a 5 off to
Nobody
the side.
can see it.
If you do a 5
do the
off
5 to the side because your eyes are looking at the camera green dot.
It's like,
and it's right here. See, it's right here. You can just put it right there.
Shut up. If you put a 5 off to the side, that means I'm showing you something. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled at him on the radio.
Go ahead and just do the show.
Shut up. 5 off to the side. A hand off to the side means here.
A hand off to the side means you've got 5 seconds to.
That one was new for me. to do what? What does this mean? What does this mean?
5 seconds.
Shut up, Angel.
No.
Shut up,
no,
Angel. And don't
no.
tell people I'm telling you to shut up, Angel.
Be quiet.
Because
You'll
now
never
we don't
see
want
that
people
on video
to see
camera because I
no,
never tell.
No, because of on camera. It's our smiles.
Hey,
Smile big, and we're having a really great show.
Have you heard about that ALS Ice Bucket Challenge? Have you heard about that?
Have I heard about that?
Well,
I
apparently-
participated in that, and you were there.
Apparently, a guy in Omaha, Nebraska, who's been wanted for a long time in an Omaha gang. He's wanted in a problem. He had a problem with violating his parole. Let's put it that way.
He didn't understand the hand gestures.
He took the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge and exposed his hideout. The police, the popo, the coppers were watching.
The police
And they
officers
said-
were watching.
And they said,
This
"Hey,
is the Ice Bucket Challenge.
wait a minute.
That's kind of nice to
I've
know
seen
that people are
bridge
still.
and that grassy knoll before."
They're still watching. People are still watching the Ice Bucket Challenge videos.
They are.
And they found him
I wonder
because
if
he was
this guy
hiding out.
actually donated $100. I suspect not.
Well, not if he was in jail. I need to make a
Wasn't in
phone
jail
call.
yet.
I need to make a phone call and a donation.
Right.
Oh, they'd go for that.
I think they should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it's an important thing.
And maybe even kind of pass the hat around and take up donations from the police station.
Oh, all right. So.
And here we go. It's like a jazz move. When you put your hand out.
Right, so I'm not
That's
doing
not
that.
a time
I'm not
signal.
doing that. You get the signal over here, and I did that 5 seconds ago, which means
I
it's now
still
this
don't. Yeah,
time.
I never see that one.
You're gonna see it.
Because his hands are all over the
You're gonna-
computer as if I'm watching.
I'm running.
Excuse
the
me, I need to watch
show
Eric's hands now.
here. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
Camp Experience has a schedule full of keynote presentations, workshops, networking activities, boutique shopping, spa services, and amazing adventures. Workshops include topics such as leadership, success skills, creative thinking, and optimum health. Sign up at campexperience.com for a one-of-a-kind annual retreat on September 19th through 21st at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. Sign up today at campexperience.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Back to school is just like back to work. Families relocate, businesses open new offices, and you need to order new phone lines, equipment, and internet connections. Hi, this is Eric, encouraging you to do what we did. Call Lori White and Lorianne Communications and let her do it all for you. From phone lines to cable installation, Lori is your phone gal. She's always ready to serve your back-to-work needs. Call Lori today, 303-419-3415. That's 303-419-3415 or online at loriancom.com. That's LORIANCOMM.com.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Bob Duco, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Boy, isn't that the truth? If you start her up, she'll never stop.
I have no response to that. All right.
Carly's giving us jazz hands now for the time cues.
Well, we got to make sure that everybody sees them because apparently Angel's not paying attention to what we're doing here.
Come on now. We love each other. It's all good.
It is all good. Do you have any old bags in your life?
You bet we do.
Your old designer handbags?
Oh, those.
What were you talking about?
Nothing.
Coming up, the second annual Old Bag Bash for the James Resource Network. Save the date, October 16th. Fun name, catchy. You're going to love being a part of the Old Bag Bash and having a place to drop off your old bags. Sandra Coen, the founder of the James Resource Network, is in studio with us, and you brought us an empty bin.
That we would love to come and empty and replenish several times before the Old Bag Bash.
All right, so this bin is where we, if we have old handbags and gently used, loved and cared for.
Gently loved, almost new.
There you go. And you know, you bought it for the dress that really doesn't fit anymore. And so
and we love, these are the bags, we love, and
Right.
we can't just part with them. You want them to go someplace special.
That's right. And what better place than James Resource Network and Shishi's Corner to help single-parent families. This is our second annual fundraiser.
I love that. Let's talk a little bit about that, the James Resource Network. What is that? And obviously you're helping folks who need help. Give a little more detail, please.
All right. Well, we're a relatively young nonprofit, just 7 years old, and our mission is to serve the needs of single-parent families, and we're focusing primarily in the Denver metro area, and specifically the South Metro Denver area, which has been very underserved. But there are a lot of needs.
Who do you help and how do you help?
Well, we help single parents. We work with the adult primarily, feeling that if the parent is more stable, then the children have a better chance of more stability. And as it's turned out, we're about 98% single mothers, but we've also helped single dads as well. We have a number of things throughout the year, events like Mother's Day pampering. We just finished our school supply drive. We're going to have a free shopping day for the single moms in a couple weeks to come and pick out a couple outfits.
And that free shopping day, that's at Shishi's Corner, right?
It is. Shishi's Corner.
Where's that located?
We're at 7562 South University Boulevard in Centennial, basically half a block south of Dry Creek and University. And we opened the store 5.5 years ago, as a way to connect with our community and also produce a stream of revenue.
It's a really smart business model for a nonprofit to have the boutique, and I know that you have been very blessed. People donate their gently used clothing, mostly women's clothing, but also household wares as well, correct?
Correct.
And then you get to resell them and create revenue. And we're actually, the Old Bag Bash, the second annual Old Bag Bash coming up in October, the funds, the resources for that, you're actually putting together some housing, correct?
Yes, our ultimate end time goal has always been to produce obtainable housing in the South Metro Denver area, which has been a very difficult area to get housing. And our goal has always been to help families stay in the community. And since our end of Denver is one of the most expensive areas to live,
sure,
we really know that housing is a key piece in keeping families there.
So there's so many ways to get involved with the James Resource Network. One, obviously you can donate your clothing to the boutique and housewares to the boutique. You can donate your designer handbags for the Old Bag Bash, and there are lots of locations around town, and we'll start getting a list of those from you, Sandy, so we can make sure that we post out where people can donate and drop off their designer handbags for the auction in October. They can, what else can they do to get involved with James Resource?
Well, volunteer is a great way. Tell your friends about us. Come and shop.
Yeah, absolutely, because that keeps the wheels turning, right?
It does. It keeps the wheels turning, and we've just been so blessed with so much word of mouth advertising, and then also people like you taking on our cause and being interested and spreading the word. That has just been amazing.
You've been very involved in the community as well. And so if there's somebody kind of on the receiving end, all of a sudden they find themselves a single parent, they did have a dual parent family, and now they are a single parent, what's the best way for them to get involved and find out the resources you have for them?
They can contact me directly. They can come into the store, send an email to Sandra@jamesresourcenetwork.com, and we'll get the wheels rolling on it. Take a look at our websites, jamesresourcenetwork.com or shishiscorner.com.
All right, so we're looking for storefronts and offices that want to become a collection site for handbags.
Yes.
And so people want to have, it's just a plastic bin. She brings a couple of posters. You get to collect those designer handbags, and we know they're in your closet, but we're not going to carry them. But what do you do with them? You want to make sure they go someplace very loving and for a good cause, such as the James Resource Network. So if they want to become a collection site, they can sign up by giving you a phone call or an email. Okay.
Yes, and then also they get a tax deduction for that, opposed to it sitting in their closet and not earning them anything.
All right, and the email address again is Sandra, SANDRA, @jamesresourcenetwork.com.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
All right, and now put this date in your calendars. It is October 16th from 6 p.m. until whenever it ends, the Old Bag Bash, the second annual Old Bag Bash. It's held at Shishi's Corner, right? Shishi's Martinis. There's going to be a silent auction of both new and gently used purses and handbags. You guys set it up in such a fun way, and there really was something for every budget at the Bag Bash, Old Bag Bash last year.
Yes, I remember Eric carrying around a few bags.
And Martina, Shishi's Martini or two. Just just saying, it was
It is.
really awesome.
It is so much
Sure.
fun. We got all dressed up, cocktail attire, right? All benefits go to the James Resource Network. Now, are you pre-selling tickets already?
Yes, we are. $45 for early bird until 1 week prior, and then $55 at the door. Includes sheetinis and wonderful hors d'oeuvres, and then raffle tickets for drawings.
It is such a fun event. You did a beautiful job last year. And just knowing there are people in our community, and we can all think about somebody that we know that has been touched by all of a sudden become a single parent,
Absolutely.
and how stressful that can be while you're trying to keep it all together. And nice to know that there's a resource right here in Douglas County for us. Shop at Shishi's Corner. Donate your goods to Shishi's Corner. And make sure you just kind of go through your closet right now. Find a handbag that you want to donate to the cause.
Get rid of the old bag.
And if you have a location,
you want to.
and you would like to sign up to be a drop-off location, super simple, right? You just have the bin and some posters and tell people what you're doing, right?
Right. It's very soft sell, and I can tell you this community really wants to help. They're just looking for ways to help.
Well, now you've got one. Sandra at jamesresourcenetwork.com. SANDRA at jamesresourcenetwork.com. Check them out and join us for the second annual Old Bag Bash. Folks, when we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress, and when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Make sure your marketing strategy includes search engine optimization and contact Colorado SEO at coloradoseo.com. You'll find a team of experts who have been connecting consumers online since 1996. You've created a commodity, now get found. coloradoseo.com. coloradoseo.com or call 303-990-5934. Remember, billions are searching. Will they find you?
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show right here on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. And there's probably more than one, but at least right now we're going to talk about one customer service training secret you need to know.
It's the bubble.
What?
Do you use the bubble principle? Do you put your customer service in a bubble?
Sometimes when I'm in the hot tub.
Well, we always say...
Saying.
If we were not the experienced pros, we would be the acronym pros.
That's
We're always
true.
coming up with fun little acronyms. Well, years ago, we came up with the GIVE method for customer service, and it was just an easy reminder for training your staff on how to offer great customer service.
It was a long time ago. Do you remember what it stands for?
Greet.
Greet.
Invite.
Greet at the door. Invite them to try something
new. Validate.
Validate their order. And then
an
exit greet.
An exit greeting.
That's right.
So often, when people are done, and they walk out of your store, nobody says goodbye anymore. One of my favorites
Thank you.
is see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See you
Applebee's
tomorrow.
picked up on that, and they're using that today in their current marketing, but long before Applebee's was doing it, we were doing it over at Abo's Pizza at Kipling and 470.
Yeah, that was super, super fun. All right, so bubble isn't actually spelled out as a big word. It's just 4 letters.
It's kind of the Michael Bublé.
It is maybe it's more the Bublé method.
Right.
Well, it's BUBL.
Okay.
4 steps for creating great customer service interaction. And the first one, and it's BUBL, it stands for begin immediately.
Yep.
Uncode the guest messaging and pacing.
The what?
Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
sound it out here in a little bit.
All right.
The second B stands for break your schedule, and the L, leave room for more action. So bubble, begin immediately, uncode their pacing, break your schedule, and leave a room for interaction.
All
So
right.
here's the begin immediately.
I think we should start that one right away.
Here's the thing. As soon as somebody starts thinking about your business, there your brand goes. And so often we think that the interaction doesn't happen or the transaction doesn't happen. The interaction doesn't happen until the transaction, but it actually begins immediately the moment they come into contact or in your sight range.
I would say it even goes a step further than that. I would say the moment they think that they have a need that your product or service
But as far as
would
customer
satisfy.
service training, and as soon as that customer is in your sight range.
Absolutely.
So-
if that's in the parking lot, then you're responsible.
So busy employees, and how often as a boss, we give our staff stuff to do, right? Because if they've got time to be idle, they've got time to do
Got
something.
time to lean, you got time to clean.
So we give them tasks, stocking inventory, cleaning up.
Sell something.
And well, but if they're not selling, they're doing an activity. And
Oh.
so often that customer is in your sight, but you're busy. You're busy doing something else.
Stop it.
And you need to stop it. We need to begin immediately connecting with the customer. So, for example, even if you catch their eye, or even if it's by accident, that means that it's time to offer some assistance.
You ever catch an employee's eye and you immediately realize that for them to look up and see you and lock eyes for just that split second was an accident? They're like, oh, geez, they're going to ask me for something. And they go do something else. Ever have that happen?
It happens all the
Does.
time because, one, we've got other things to do, and the customer is often seen as an interruption.
Right.
And so this is the training that they are not the interruption, that they're the reason we're here. We begin immediately. And here's a piece of it. It's also our body posturing, that we're facing them. So if our back is to them, we turn around and we face them full face on rather than just kind of toss over our shoulder, hey, let me know if you need something.
Yeah.
We actually turn. If we are on the phone, we put the phone on hold and greet the customer. If
Full frontal customer service.
I knew you were going to
Just saying, that's a good thing.
embrace that.
All
All
right.
right, how about we go to
Let's
the next
talk
one?
about this next one because it's uncode the guest messages and pacing. What?
You know, you've heard about building rapport and kind of mirroring, what the other person is doing in order to build up some rapport.
Right.
But think about their pace, the pace that they are moving. Are they in a hurry?
Oh.
Because this is often where great customer service falls short. The customer is in a hurry, and we don't follow pace.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to you. And you're like, I'm on my way. I'm here, or I'm here for my boss. I'm in an emergency. And I know their emergency, their failure to plan does not constitute an emergency on your part. But great customer service, if you can match their pace, or maybe they are just lingering. Maybe they're just browsing. And maybe they're...
These cues can be picked up by phone, on a chat online, even by video conferencing. It doesn't just have to be face-to-face or visual. You can actually discern. I had a conversation with somebody today who early on in the morning, I was chatting with somebody on the East Coast, and they were saying, well, you need to do this. And I said, well, but I'm leaving town, and so I can't do that. And they said, well, but you have to do this. And I said, well, if I do that, then that will be the effect for the next 2 days, and I can't allow that to go for 2 days. They didn't match my pacing.
That's where good customer service really comes to play, is matching their pacing and taking the cues from the customer. So uncode, what they're telling you. Now, the nice thing about this article that I found on Forbes magazine, he says, I know, I had to invent a word, uncode, to make the acronym work, because really the word is decode, but then the acronym would have been BDBL, which is kind of fun to say. Bedibble.
Yeah.
But maybe not as memorable as the customer bubble. So loved his personality there. The next B in bubble, B-U-B-L, is break your schedule.
In other words, what you're doing must be stopped, and you must take care of the customer immediately. Yes, we understand those clothes need to be folded. Yes, we understand those shelves need to be stocked. But if you have no customers, then none of that is relevant any longer.
Well, even think about this. Have you ever been in a restaurant kind of in your closing time, and they're mopping up the floor because they're getting ready?
My shoes wet.
And I was somewhere once. We were having ice cream, and now the smell of ammonia is in the air while you're trying to have your ice cream. It was bad.
Right.
And I know you've got your routine and you've kind of got your schedule that you're working on, but really you've kind of got to look around and see what's going on in the space.
Who signs your paycheck?
And follow that of the customer. And the L, leave room for more. So often we think that this is it. This is over. Transaction over. And for many people in business, it is all about the transaction, and therefore it is the end. But if you leave room for more, anything else, what else can we do for you? And it's, sometimes it's subtle. It's not so much of...
Would you like fries with that?
I always like, and this is probably not a business thing, but I like for the customer to tell me when it's over.
Right.
Let somebody else say goodbye and end the phone conversation. Let them tell you that they're done with what they're doing.
I just had an image of you and Jay 20 years ago on your phone calls. You say goodbye.
You hang up. You hang up.
You say goodbye.
Yeah, it was probably kind of like that.
It's probably still like that.
But even like when I'm hugging my children, I let them say when the hug is over. Just letting other people kind of, you're there for them.
Mommy's going to smothercate them.
Oh, it's okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, I like your bubble.
Yeah, but you know what? If you put your customers in a bubble, it's an easy way to train your staff. And are we beginning immediately? And it's one of those things you can kind of, if you see somebody isn't quite, maybe they're doing something, there's a customer nearby, and you're like, bubble. And you're like, oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Break my schedule. Do what the customer needs.
There you go. And if you like classic music, you can just say Bublé.
That works too.
Yep. Got to go to a quick commercial break, but when we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Stop repeating the financial behaviors that are keeping you broke. Register for a free teleseminar on Wednesday, September 10th, and learn the common mistakes couples make that destroy your finances and often your relationship. Brought to you by Couples Money, you'll learn how to break the cycle and start creating real wealth. It's a free seminar taught by the Couples Money experts, Chris and Marlo Felton. Break out of your current financial cycle and get on the same page with your spouse. Whether you've been married for decades or engaged to be married, sign up for the free teleseminar at couplesmoney.com. That's couplesmoney.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioTE Medical. At BioTE, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotemedical.com to learn more. That's BioTE medical.com. BioTE, it's the right choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Get auto theft off your street. Stopping it takes the whole community. Call 911 or a non-emergency line to report suspicious activity. Learn more at lockdownyourcar.org. Brought to you by Coloradans Against Auto Theft, the Colorado Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark is coming up at noon on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. For those of you who are following along on the video, just a super special little thing that sums up the nature of the relationship here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. There's a photo of Angel and Eric. Classic.
Where's that being?
Vintage. That was.
I know when the picture was taken. I remember that picture. Right. I was trying to give you the what for, and I was trying to
standing on your tippy toes.
Get to your level, but
your jaw was, way
up on
out.
My tippy toes. I have my chin up. I'm trying to just be as tall as I can to give you the what for. But where is that picture being shared currently?
Oh, well, we just put that on the live web stream so that anybody who's watching this show and anybody who's listening can go back and check the archives at 11:37 and take a look at that.
Nice.
You're welcome.
It can go away now.
It's gone.
Okay.
It's gone.
All right. So content is a king, right? We talk about marketing, and I know a lot of times the idea behind marketing your business can be a little frightening. You know, we didn't have marketing backgrounds. We don't know about marketing. Do I need to hire somebody for marketing? And eventually the answer is yes, absolutely. You need to hire somebody for marketing. And we talk about online and being found, and we've got a great partner with Colorado SEO, and you can find them online at coloradoseo.com to talk about the value and the importance of being found on the internet.
You bet.
And a big piece of that is, even if you're found, even if somebody is searching for you and they, and somehow they land on your website, what are they going to find? Are they going to stick around? Is it worthwhile for them to play and participate? And these days, it says that small businesses need to include how-tos, ebooks, comparison guides, FAQs, white papers.
People are hungry for information. One of the most searched phrases on the Google is, how do I? And then you fill in the blanks with whatever it is. And, of course, right behind Google is YouTube.
Because guess where you found out, how do I? There's a video for that.
There is a video for that.
I am learning how to peel stuff and cut stuff.
Right?
I mean, it is amazing. We've been
I use it for
peeling
all
our
my
bananas
recipes.
for years. And my corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Oh, I've always been doing it backwards.
I learned how to wrestle computers into submission and do what I want to do in the video process.
So think about, for your company, what is it that you solve the how do I?
Right.
How do I what? Because for a while we were using our websites as our storefront, right? Or our one-page sales thing, like this is what I sell.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to know what you are selling because I'm not actually yet to the place I'm going to buy something.
Tell us what you solve.
How do I? So think about that answer. How do I? Your customer is asking, how do I? And then create your content marketing calendar.
Oh, I like the content marketing calendar. All right. The second thing is find out what works. It's through the process of trial and error, but in a lot of ways, if you find something that generates a response, stick with it. The other thing that we'd also say is if you're doing, as we intend and ask people to do, a layered marketing campaign where it's not just one thing that you're doing, but probably 6 or 7 being the optimal number there. If you're doing that and you're experiencing the best year ever, don't change anything. Don't get nitpicky and say, well, this didn't return, but that did. Because if you change something, you miss. It's kind of like the golf swing.
And you won't know immediately, though. With the golf swing, you're going to change it, and you're going to find out pretty quickly. The downside is if you've had a banner year, you've had the best year ever,
right.
You want to go in and you want to take out stuff that isn't working. But the whole package is what's working.
Right. You make a change today, you're going to notice it in 90 days.
Ouch.
Right?
Ouch. And then you've got to figure out, because if you change too many things, well, which one? Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There are a lot of fun. It's really fun for Eric to go and see who's, on our directory listing, who gets clicked on,
right?
And who's being searched for and who's coming to the site. A lot of our friends who are participating in the Chocolate Blues Festival tomorrow,
yes,
are being clicked on our Experience Pros directory.
It's
so
true.
You can see the layered effect happening. Also understand social trends for newsjacking. Newsjacking.
What is a newsjacking?
So you see what's trending, right? And you get to kind of follow on that trend. And how can you kind of hijack that trend?
10 reasons why Justin Bieber should go to jail instead of run your business.
Yeah, so it's you get to see on social media, it's telling you all the news, what's trending. How can you participate? You know who's excellent at newsjacking?
Justin Bieber.
No, it was a word, but our friend Daryl Stern.
Oh.
He's always, if Oreo is doing something or Star Wars is doing something, he's retweeting and he's sharing that because you see what people are doing. Kind of ride the horse in the directions it's going.
You heard it here. Daryl Stern is a newsjacker.
Is that what I said?
I heard that.
Okay, yesterday on the show we had Ron Briggs from Bravo talking about customer surveys and the value of talking to your customers, and especially with, what do you call that, an outsourced customer survey. And so there's a lot of survey tools out there. Bravo will create something very customized
and they'll
for
limit it to 4 questions.
Which means it's a great customer experience, right? How often do you ever get stuck in a survey where you're trapped and you're like, okay, this was only supposed to take me a minute or whatever, and you're trapped in it. But a simple survey will help you get your finger on the pulse of what's going on. The other thing is it's really fun for people to participate. If you had a survey even on your website, not so much about answering about my customer experience, but again, in thinking that the what do you use? If you're answering the question, how do I peel an onion, and having a quick little survey. Well, what tools did you use, or how did you peel it before? Just to kind of give them, sometimes it's just fun, and people like something just fun and easy. And then showing what 80% of people answered this way. There's a social experiment that we all want to be a part of something bigger and want to do what other people are doing.
And finally, photos and videos, folks. Photos and videos. Put some visual content to what you're doing. It's why we do the webcam of our radio show every single day. People are interested in moving pictures and photos of cute puppies and babies.
So since you found a picture that kind of fit what you want people to see today, do I get to add pictures of what I want my agenda to be?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, then.
Hey, we'll be back with more positive business talk. You are listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America, and quite possibly we'll throw up a picture that Angel wants to show. Coming up next.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Hey, if you've got gout, you know there is nothing painful. The only thing worse than a gout attack is a heart attack. Schedule a free 1-hour health consultation with me, Burt Middleton, the Gout Killer. I can help you understand how your body is using what you're putting into it. Contact me today at 970-485-5955 or thekiller.com. Come on, let's get the gout out.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit rivierafinance.com.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Are you an expert? At Experienced Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experienced Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
The Dana Show, tonight at 7 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. We're taking care of business just for you. This, the most positive business talk show in America, and hopefully the most positive and inspirational hour of your workday.
All right, so word of mouth marketing, we all know prima when growing our business, and we all love it. But when you're ready to add to your word of mouth marketing, I found a great list on how to make sure that your marketing hits your customers spot on, and it's by Walter Daly, who's a marketing specialist over at DSV Media. And he says word of mouth marketing is great, but you'll realize quickly in business you're not going to retire based on word of mouth marketing. So when you're ready to add to all of that and create some advertising, he says number one, your ads should aim for the heart and not for the mind.
Aww.
But think about that. So often we want to appeal to statistics and data, and here's everything, and here we are. But we know when you're creating your ads, it's really more of an emotional buy for customers. Do I want it? Do I need it? Sometimes. But if I want it and I gotta have it, or I'm afraid if I don't get it, it's the emotion that grabs people. So if you've got an emotional tie-in to your advertising, you're going to win far over than if you're just being logical.
That makes sense.
Next, he says, watch for silly errors, grammatical errors, pronunciation errors, making sure that those silly little errors are avoided. He says repeated punchlines are subject to laws of diminishing returns, so update your advertisements regularly. He says market to the right audience, because everyone is not a potential customer.
No, hold on. Everyone is not a potential customer?
No.
What, you're cutting out my market.
You should have a niche market. We talk about having a niche market. Who are you talking to? Does that mean if you're specifically talking to dog owners that you wouldn't also sell something to a cat owner? No, but who are you talking to when you're putting your ads together in all of your websites and your marketing?
All right.
You're appealing to the dog owner.
All right.
Increase the frequency of your ad placement. Sometimes more is necessary.
Sure. It takes 7 to 13 impressions just to go from short-term memory to long-term memory, and then don't forget the know, like, and trust. Each one of those is another 7 to 13 impressions.
He also says to be consistent in your messaging, unified in all places. And this is actually something that I think really people struggle with, because they want to do one thing for you, over at Company A, and we'll do something else for Company B, because I'm measuring, I'm testing to see.
This guy over here at Company A is my BFF.
Well, but, they do two different things so they can see which worked better, A or B.
Right.
But if you're consistent in your messaging, we talk about that layered effect. Did I buy from you because I saw you at Company A, or did I buy from you because I saw you at Company B?
And watch out if Company A meets Company B.
You want to make sure that they're the same, so that your customer is hearing the same messaging and they match that up. Number 7, don't place too much content in your marketing. Now, we just talked about content, of course, on your website. That's where people are coming for how do I.
Too much looks like this. Blah. Right?
Absolutely.
It's too much. You just kind of...
You don't throw up all over me.
Right.
Yeah, you confuse us, and if it's too much information, you end up paralyzing, and we won't buy it all. He says quantify your value. If you're giving a 10% discount, well, how much is 10%? I don't know. So tell me, it's a $25 saving. Make it very clear the amount that I'm saving. A percentage discount is red flags.
It can be a red flag. And when you say quantify your value, I'm like 7?
No, what the discount is.
Got it.
Yeah. Create a sense of urgency. This week only, limited time, only until
Sunday.
He also says, do not mimic the persona of a competitor.
Oh, Sunday.
Stay away from that.
Sorry. Didn't mean to mimic you, big voice man.
Develop a branding strategy that is consistent for all of your marketing efforts. You want it to be familiar for your customer, because we're trying to create that phrase, I've heard of you.
Yes.
He says, do not use self-aware ads. We're number 1 in service.
You know, that bothers me too. When somebody sits there and bangs their own horn and toots their own horn, or whatever you call that, bangs their own drum.
But we are the number 2 best talk show team in Denver, and nobody will know that if I don't tell them.
Well, number 2 is not quite number 1, if you know what I mean.
We try harder.
Yes. Number 2.
Let's see. Present 1 contact point per ad. A single commercial should not have call, click, and stop by. Pick one. Call, click, or stop by, I guess. One contact
I might
point.
take an issue with that.
I know. I think will depend. Do you want to call, click, or stop by? We have it all.
I remember we had a client who said, you know what, let's go ahead and remove the phone number from my ads and just give them the website because, you know, they can remember the website and it's consistent with their business name. And so we removed it. And within a day or two, we had somebody going, you know, I heard this ad, but you never gave a phone number. Can you?
Actually, and we had somebody who said, I was listening specifically for the phone number. Yeah. And it never came.
You know what? So poo-poo, I mean, and number 2, on that one, let's go with call, click, or stop by.
Be specific. You don't have to put the whole enchilada of everything that you sell. The more specific, very clear call to action of buy this perfume today. Think about
any car ad, right?
I was thinking cosmetics, but of course you thought cars.
Well,
I thought makeup.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So you go first.
Well, they're going to sell the mascara. They don't sell the entire line or just
Maybelline.
The lip gloss.
Right.
And they're selling a very specific product.
Absolutely. And Toyota, you never see a Toyota buy all of our cars.
Buy all of our cars. We have them all.
No, it's buy the Tundra, buy the Corolla, buy the Honda Civic. Toyota doesn't do that.
Your website to a responsive format and make sure that it's mobile friendly because if people are going to be hearing your ads while they're out and about, not necessarily always sitting in front of their computer.
Do you know what responsive means? It means that when your screen is teeny tiny, it adapts to a teeny tiny screen. When it's big and large on your desktop computer, you can actually code that in. If you don't know how to do that, you need to meet our friend Donna Galassi. She is the queen.
Eric made sure we weren't teeny tiny.
BlueZenith.com.
One of the things that Charlie, our producer, always says is don't use too much humor. The first time it's funny, but it grows stale really, really quickly. Unless you're updating your ads frequently. Right. Going back to rule number whatever that was, update your ads frequently.
Guy carries around a banana.
He says create a marketing budget. Hey, hello. Have actually a budget for marketing that you're going so that it's not a surprise and it's not an expense. It's more of an investment.
Every successful business has a marketing budget, period. That's all there is to it. And so if you want to be successful, you need to model yourself after that.
Use a slogan. Slogans are sticky.
We make you visible.
If you have no charisma, resign as the company spokesperson.
Please. No. Did you just look at me?
Get to the point. Grab their attention.
You just did.
In the first 5 seconds. Immediately. What's the point? Because and this was one of the things that we learned. We always want to start with a question. Do you drive a car? Well, skip the question. You've just wasted, 7 seconds of your commercial. Go straight to the point of your next car is right here waiting for you.
Absolutely.
Use social media to make friends, not to dig for customers. He says, remember, it's always easier to ask a friend to become a customer rather than asking a total stranger to do the same.
Berg. People do business with people that they know, like, and trust. That's what he says. We agree with it, and therefore you must develop relationships, not prospecting for customers.
Heed the advice of a marketing professional and seek objectivity. Get your ads reviewed by an outsider.
By the way, Angel is a marketing professional. Just saying.
That was brought to you by our friend Walter Daly from DSV Media. He has seen a lot in his years, and these were some of the things that over the years he just kind of made a fun little checklist. What am I supposed to look at the sign and their signals now? You're holding them way up high above your head?
Oh, I was just doing that because you told me to.
Or are we raising our hand?
No.
Like what was that?
You got done with the commercial or the storyline that we were working on, and I was just giving you the 1 minute sign because we have 1 minute before we have to go to say goodbye. But you told me to hang it up there.
I did not.
You did.
Okay, I don't want to see signals up there.
Oh, okay. So then there. No,
now you're pointing to your computer.
No, I'm not.
Now you're pointing.
I'm not.
Oh, now.
That's 30 seconds. It's just.
What did I?
You almost did.
What?
You shared 3 fingers, but then now we're down to 1. Careful, you're on camera. All right. You know, it's been a great show, and we love having a little fun here in the studio with you as well. We hope that you will share this show with other small business owners who also can benefit from the value of what we bring to you every day. We say that you can get a PhD in small business development in 10-minute increments here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. And now, on behalf of Charlie, our producer, Angel, myself, and all the hand gestures that we use during the broadcast, we want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being our reason why. We are excited to be up in Loveland tomorrow.
We'll be there. Chocolate Blues Festival tomorrow.
Absolutely. So tune in tomorrow for a great show. We'll see you then.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.